Howdy y'all, welcome back to Cam Shack Productions. Today I am actually getting ready to pack up my new Jeep. This is my new Jeep Gladiator Rubicon color 41 that I picked up in March. And the wife and our dog and myself, we are getting ready to go on our first camping trip. So I have never really packed this thing up. And I am going from my trusty old Xterra, which is an SUV. Everything's internal. It was our camp. It was our everything. We slept in it. We did everything in it, to this. So I have had to make a lot of changes, and I will show you guys in the next video all of those changes we actually made to make camp better for us now that we don't have the bed of the Xterra to sleep in. But what I'm running into is I'm really having issues with how to pack this thing, how tall some of my stuff is in comparison to the height of the bed, and how to keep it secure. So right now I'm kind of in that, what do I do if I want to be able to put, you know, something in here and go and spend a night at a motel? I wouldn't feel comfortable with it. I have some solutions, but now it comes down to, do I get a hard top? Do I get a soft top? Do I get I mean, there's so many different options. But let me show you guys what I have figured out to get this thing set up for right now, and some of the challenges and some of the things that I'm really stoked about. So let's dive into it and I'll show you guys how I'm loading this thing up. All right, y'all, so I have the dog crate here. I have my extra gas. This is my drink cooler that I have just for drinks, water, extra things like that. This is my 5-gallon weed sprayer camp sink. This is my 6-gallon water jug. Again, this is my waterproof bag that I put together. This is for a trailer hitch, so I picked this thing up and I'm pretty stoked to be able to actually put this thing into action. Inside of here is my new electric cooler. I also have my recovery gear and my tent, and I'll be able to get my sleeping bags up in there as well. So you can see I got my jump box in there. This is my recovery gear. This is our new huge tent, and then I have my anchor cooler that is ready to go in here. So not a bad use for a cargo bag, not bad at all. And you can see I've got everything cargo net, but I've got the dog bin here. This is my camp kitchen, my chairs, my accessory bin, all of the stuff I need to set up the tent, barbecue, and then everything in the kitchen sink. And I do still have a big space right there in the middle, so I'm gonna have to find something to put in there, but not too bad, right? So not bad. I mean, I had to do it and redo it a couple times, but I think overall I feel like for the first round it's a pretty good test and a pretty good setup. So I am gonna put it to the test. Again, can you see my problem? Everything that I have is gonna stick up a little bit higher when I need to take everybody. So what do you guys think? Should I get a fiberglass shell? Should I get a rolled aluminum? Should I get a soft top with a rack? Should I just get a rack? I don't know. This is my dilemma, and this is what I'm trying to figure out is, you know, just how do I, when I take the wife and the dog and everybody, how do I get everything in there? I mean, if I had a shell, God, I'd be able to put it all the way up, you know, to the height. So I'd be able to stack even more stuff in there. So what do you guys think? Y'all, this is, again, my first attempt. I have my drink cooler. I also have my new electric cooler inside of the cargo bag. Again, they don't make a bag for it, so I thought that would be pretty good. And, you know, overall, I think I got it. What do you guys think? Not bad, right? So, here we are, cooking a little dinner, a little pad thai. Not a bad little action. The sun is starting to mellow out. It was like 96 degrees earlier today. Super hot out here. We had to take refuge underneath that big tree to find some shade. But so far so good. Getting some dinner rolling. Yeah. Check out the new setup. The new tent. It's sick. All right, y'all, so we are heading out of camp. Overall, the Jeep did amazing. We had a great time driving the roads. It handled everything super well. We did have a few snags with the tent, like I talked about. The cooler did a pretty good job. The new battery cooler definitely is dependent on the air temperature outside, but I think overall we had a really good trip. We're on the way home now, Memorial Day. Everybody's gonna be on the road, so we wanted to get after it a little bit. And we're just gonna mosey out of here, drive slow on the way home, and enjoy the rest of these views. Y'all, if you enjoyed this video, please go down, hit the like button. If you're feeling super generous, subscribe. I gotta drive up something gnarly here, hold on. Otherwise, I will see you all back in the next video. Be well, my friends. It's a good time.